You're all set.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you. I'm Rashida Hilliard, new chair of the Housing Committee. So I have held leadership positions, Van Cortlandt Track Club, I was secretary, and now I'm the president. So I've been secretary for 2 years and now president for the past 2 years. This is my first time serving as a chair for Community Board 8, and in fact, this is my first time on the Housing Committee. As a community board, we loosely follow Robert's Rules of Order. We will be following the agenda that was previously distributed, so everyone should have that. If we open the topic to general discussion, we ask that if you would like to speak, that you raise your hand and I will call on you. Our goal is to have a good, robust discussion of our agenda items. However, if we have many people who would like to speak on any individual topic, you may only get to speak once. So make sure it counts. If you are not speaking, we ask that you keep yourself muted to prevent background noise from interrupting others. If you're on Zoom, to raise your hand, you will select the reaction at the bottom of the screen. And if you're on the phone, you'll press *6 to mute and unmute, or *9 to raise your hand. Okay? So we're going to move forward with the agenda, and I would like to first start with the roll call. I will call the people who, does it matter if I just call everyone?
Yeah, call everyone,
Okay.
and then you mark them on the attendance sheet.
Okay, so Rashida Hilliard, that's me, I'm here. Sebastian Chedolapoli. Currently out. Lee Chong.
Here.
Thank you. Ingrid De Leon.
Here.
And Jessica Sosa. Absent. So we have 3 people and we have a quorum. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. So, we're going to now move forward with the minutes. So I would like to approve the minutes from June 24th, 2024, that were previously distributed to everyone. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Yes, thank you. I have 1 motion. Do I have a second? Oh, 2. Thank you. So in that case, I move to approve the minutes by unanimous consent. That was very quick. Thanks. The next item on the agenda is, well, actually, I am going to skip the chairperson's report, if that's okay with you all. I don't have a report right now. However, what I would like to say is I am happy to be the chair, and as topics arise, I will, bring them to our attention. But right now, I don't have any major topics on the, so that's my chairperson's report. So my next item on the agenda is item number 1, which is number 5 on your agendas. So the first item up for discussion involves deciding on committee roles. See that there are 3 of us here. I'm the chair. And so I would like to select a vice chair. Any volunteers?
Lee Chong.
Thank you, Lee. Yes, thank you, Lee Chong. Thank you. So we have Lee Chong as vice chair. And also, I would like to select the committee recorder, keeping in mind that we can rotate. I know there are 3 of us. So I'm going to have to rely on us to record. Any objections? No. No objection? Thank you. So we have multiple recorders, and Lee Chong is the vice chair, so thanks, and thank you. Next item up is the discussion of our calendar and times. So I went ahead and wrote all of the dates from September 23rd into June 23rd. Obviously, there might be times where meetings might be canceled or shifted, depending on what is going on, and the community board. So September 23rd has already happened. Our next meeting is October 28th. Right now, I have that, on the agenda, October 28th. After that, we have November 25th, which is the Monday right before Thanksgiving. So, no objections so far? Okay. The meeting in December is December 23rd, which I know is close to the holidays. I don't know if it's too early to decide, but, I'm just putting out those dates,
Okay.
so you can all let me know. Moving forward, January 27th. Now, I realize I may have a conflict, because that is, also the same day of parent-teacher conferences.
Okay.
However, and it's until 9 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
So that might be a possible conflict. I can't determine who will come at what time, but I'm obligated to be available from 3:30 to 9 p.m. or something, not, like 3:30 to 9:30, or it's to 9 o'clock, I know that much.
Okay.
Unless you would like a meeting after that. So I'm going to say right now that January 27th, I won't be able to make.
We can discuss further. I think we can either change the date in, January, or if we'd like your vice chair to, hold the meeting.
That's what I was gonna say, Artie, if I'm available and well, and it's not a snowstorm, we never know what the weather is gonna be like. You know, I'll chair the meeting when you're absent. I think that's one of the roles of the vice chair.
Correct.
Thank you. Let me write that down. So, thank you. And the other dates, February 24th, followed by March 24th, April 28th, May 26th is Memorial Day,
We'll discuss that.
So we'll
now.
discuss that.
Mhm.
and then finally June 23rd. So I just have all of the dates from now into June, as mentioned, and those are the fourth Mondays of the month. So,
Before Monday of the month.
yes. So, moving forward, we can decide, you know, what does work or what doesn't, but obviously we need at least 10 days' notice to put the agenda out if anything changes. So, thank you. Our last item.
Do you want to talk about times, or?
Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. So currently, we are meeting we meet at 7 o'clock, and, I would like to propose possibly meeting earlier. Anyone mind that?
What time are you talking about?
I could meet as early as 6 p.m. Is that okay with you, do you prefer an earlier time or later time?
Oh, earlier, definitely.
What is the earliest time?
6 p.m. is fine.
6 p.m. is fine?
It will be fine.
If you don't wanna do 5 PM is fine with me.
I don't think I will be able to get here by 5.
Okay, so we'll,
I take two, usually I take 2 buses to get here.
we'll put 6 p.m., so 6 p.m. it is?
Yes.
Do I have to vote on that?
Who is here?
Hi, listen, good luck to being here. As the committee chair and the majority of your committee rules, that's it, your decision. As long as you check with the calendar and your liaison that time is available, that no other committee is meeting that day or time, you're good to go.
Thank you. So, I'll check with Artie, and, so we will meet, tentatively on the fourth Monday at 6 p.m.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't want to decide on an end time, but I will say that I will try my best to make sure the meetings are efficient and effective with your help. So thank you. And thank you for the reminder.
Yeah.
So our last item on the agenda is, given our above calendar, on my papers above, so given the calendar we just mentioned, I would like for us to start planning out potential guest speakers with respect to a potential theme. We don't have to decide on the theme right now. It doesn't have to be a theme per se, but if you, have any potential guest speakers, I know I, this summer, met a few people, and in fact, I, brought some of the paperwork,
Okay.
a lot of the paperwork, but some, some of the people are, from the New York City, government,
City agencies.
agency, exactly. So a combination of people, but if you have any other, people in mind, I would like for us to make sure that this works for everyone and that we are serving the community. If you have any suggestions, doesn't have to be now, but if you have some now, then that would be nice as well.
Rashida?
Yeah.
Rashida, one of the things that maybe we need to talk about and have, city agencies come and discuss is local law 97, which is a big issue, and it's about converting everything in older and larger buildings from gas to all electric. And that's become costly, and Amalgamated Houses had a major meeting when I was chair of the housing committee, and I think we had over 100 people at that meeting. Julie, you remember? And but there really hasn't been any real resolution as to how buildings and churches as well. I mean, there are exemptions, and there's NYCHA and all that, but I think it needs to be put in writing from the community board so that our community, we have NYCHAs, we have Mitchell-Lamas, we have rental Mitchell, we have rent stabilized, rent control buildings, we have co-ops, and we have churches. And I think they need to know what actions they can and cannot take and what penalties can be occurred. So that would require getting, I think, HPD staff to come. We could start off by asking Ted Weinstein, and see where it goes from there. I actually attended a meeting a while ago with City Council member Gail Brewer from Manhattan, and she had people attending the meeting. This is when everything was on Zoom. So I could look back at my notes and see who came to that meeting, but we could have Eric Dinowitz, help spearhead that meeting just for this particular issue. And then also we could have the chair of the housing committee at the city council come. I think she came to the last meeting, Sanchez, right?
Yeah, Serena Sanchez.
I don't know when her baby is due, but she might be preoccupied.
Yeah.
No, thank you. In fact, it's interesting. I know, like, local law 97, I feel like I get emails from someone named Liz Kruger. I probably mentioned this.
Oh, Liz Kruger? Yes, State Senator Liz Kruger. I know her well.
So I always get emails, and I remember bringing local law 97 to my co-op's attention when we switched management, but they never responded to me. And we're having our first meeting on Thursday. And we haven't had a co-op meeting in at least 2 years, definitely since before the pandemic. I don't know, but we switched. They're under new management. So this is something, thanks for bringing that up, because it's also something I actually did ask them.
Actually, Rashida, that's another thing that you mentioned, co-ops. Maybe we could have someone from ARC come and speak about the rights of co-ops, shareholders, and the board, what role the board plays and what role the management company plays. I think a lot of people who live in co-ops and condos don't know that, what their rights are.
These are good ideas. So maybe the theme will be Know Your Rights.
Right.
It's an election year. I don't know. Thank you. So I'll keep all of these in mind. And just to recap, I just took some notes. We can have city agencies talk about local law 97 in terms of converting gas to electric, and how, and perhaps we as a community board could put this in writing. What actions can we take and not take with respect to local law 97? Possible speakers could be Ted Weinstein, Gail Brewer, Eric Dinowitz.
Gail wouldn't come since it's not her district, but Eric should be the one we should reach out to.
Well, not Gail Brewer, but Eric Dinowitz, and possibly the chair of the housing of the city council, although she might be on maternity leave. But if not, maybe someone else. And also the ARC, right, that's correct, the ARC, and to talk about the rights of co-op shareholders and the roles of the boards of the co-ops.
ARC is the Association of Riverdale Cooperatives and Condominiums.
I think David Geller used to be on it. I don't know if he is anymore. The last I spoke to him, I think he's no longer involved with them.
Thank you.
That's
David
something to look
Gelman,
in-
I'm sorry.
Sounds good. So this is something that I'll definitely look into myself. Perhaps one of these meetings could happen this year. We'll see if we can make that happen. So thank you for the suggestions. So with that said, any old business? No old business? No old business on the agenda? Okay. New business?
Yes.
Okay, so no old business, no new business. So, I make a motion to adjourn this meeting at
I second.
7:19. People, okay, thank you. So we will adjourn the meeting. It is now 7:19.
7:19.
Have a good evening.
Have a good
You
evening,
too.
everybody.
Thank you.